Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Rudabeh Shabazi. The recent sexual assault allegations against Cesar Chavez has officials wondering what to do about the many buildings and monuments in his name.
Two different meetings today addressed what changes still need to be made. And CBS LA's Jeff Nguyen is in El Sereno with what officials are saying now. Jeff?
Pat and Rudabeh, at this campus, Cesar Chavez's name is still up. But the formal effort to take it down began today, and local leaders say it's time to recognize the farm workers movement was multicultural. John Nguyen taping over Cesar Chavez's name and image on a mural the disgraced co-founder of the United Farmworkers Union shares with his late father, the labor leader Larry Nguyen, in historic Filipino town. The move comes after a New York Times investigation exposed allegations Chavez sexually abused women and young girls, some of whom Nguyen says he knows.
It broke me out. I couldn't even finish reading.
A motion carries 5-0.
On Tuesday, the LA County Board of Supervisors and LA School Board voted to rename the upcoming Chavez holiday as Farmworkers Day and to begin the process to remove his name from schools, buildings, and other facilities.
The abuses of one man should not diminish the extraordinary sacrifices and accomplishments of the farm worker movement.
LA County Supervisors Janice Hahn and Lindsay Horvath are behind one of the efforts.
The renaming is important because we have to create space for people to express what it meant to see that name uplifted in the first place and what needs to replace it.
Historians and local leaders say it's important to recognize the farm workers movement was multicultural. The executive director of the Filipino Workers Center says the pivotal 1965 grape strike in Delano was started by Filipino manongs, or elders.
They first cut as many grapes off of the vine and dropped them on the floor, so it put even more pressure on the growers.
UFW co-founder Dolores Huerta says she stayed silent about the sexual assault she suffered because she didn't want to hurt the farm workers movement. What would you like to see become of this part of the mural?
Well, I think we should take Cesar out and we should replace him with more of the women leadership of the farm worker movement.
John Nguyen says he tried to expose Chavez for years, but he was silenced.
I just thank God that he's finally been exposed and that we can bring out the real history, the real people who laid down the foundation for what should be good.
Pat and Rudabeh, any proposal to rename a school must go through a formal process with the last word coming from the Board of Education. And at the county level, the staff there says it may take several days to figure out all of the properties that bear Chavez's name. For now, we are live in El Sereno. Jeff Nguyen, CBS LA.